Welcome back. Two Utah moms are on a mission to stop the stigma surrounding people struggling with mental health, and they're doing it one sweatshirt at a time.
These two moms say they noticed how real the struggle is for teenagers, and they wanted to do something meaningful. After some brainstorming, they came up with a clothing line called No Norm.
This one says, some of your best days haven't happened yet.
Sweatshirts.
This one she's wearing says, thoughts are not facts.
Designed.
No norm. There's no such thing.
With a specific goal.
So we named it No Norm. That's just like, there's no standard that you need to be. There's no box you need to fit into.
It started 2 years ago for Melanie Haskins.
I don't know that anything can really prepare you for that.
Her daughter told her she wasn't okay.
My first thought was that I had failed somehow. I had failed her.
Through long, hard months of open discussion and therapy, Melanie made a shocking discovery.
The pediatrician made a comment to me that since 2020, the majority of his day is spent writing prescriptions or prescribing psychology appointments, therapist appointments for kids.
She knew she had to do something.
I felt very inspired that as I was going through kind of the depths of this with my daughter, that it was meant to be so much more than just that moment in time.
She reached out to her best friend.
We're sisters. We're 6 years apart.
Her little sister, Alicia Peterson, who has had her own struggles with mental health.
I've struggled with OCD and anxiety since I was about 14 years old.
The sisters started on their mission to stop the stigma surrounding mental illness. In February, they launched No Norm, a site and small clothing line. The response?
It's been so good, but it also, for the first few weeks, I think it really kind of it was heavy.
Heavy because they had cracked open real stories, not just statistics, of kids that were struggling. The Centers for Disease Control earlier this year said nearly 3 in 5 teen girls felt persistently sad or hopeless.
I was just so mad at everyone.
Kenley Burt was one of those teenagers.
I was balancing volleyball, school, more sports, work, and friends, family. It just wasn't working out for me.
Last year, in her darkest hour, she attempted suicide.
I woke up the next morning in the hospital just so mad. I was mad at my mom for finding me that night and just bringing me to the hospital.
Now she's thriving. When she saw the No Norm messages, she loved them.
I know that my best days are still coming.
Stories like Kenley's have only deepened Melanie and Alicia's commitment to bring meaningful, open conversations to the surface. Their hope is the messages on their clothing, be you, not them. Your story isn't over, and it won't feel like this forever, will open the door.
That's our goal, is to continue to end the stigma and just help people understand that whatever they're dealing with, it's okay, because they don't have to fit into this box.
The ladies tell me their long-term goal is to create a place where people can have access to resources in real time, like therapists and support groups. In the meantime, you can find them and read inspiring stories on fighting through depression on their Instagram site, No Norm Co. and nonormco.com. And if you or someone you know is struggling, it's never been simpler to call for help. A real person is available 24/7 at the National Suicide Prevention Hotline. Just dial 988 with a phone call or text and get help now.
Wow. What a great idea and a great story there. Thanks,
and
Debbie.
Both of my older daughters have already tried to steal the sweatshirt that I got that night.
All right.